Thousands of Indian nationals studying in Ukraine have begun to be reunited with their families after being flown home to escape the Russian invasion.
Earlier, Indian students suddenly found themselves in the midst of a war in some regions in Ukraine. Pressure on the Indian government to pull out its citizens has intensified in recent days, especially after one student died in shelling in Kharkiv on Tuesday. Authorities said about 17,000 out of an estimated 20,000 Indian citizens in Ukraine had left the country, and New Delhi was trying to evacuate the rest to nearby countries from where they can be flown back home. Many have to spend days at bunkers and shelters before travel to Poland. They remain stranded are in conflict areas in eastern region such as Kharkiv and Sumy. Evacuation flights have taken off from countries bordering western Ukraine such as Poland, Slovakia, Hungary and Romania, with more scheduled. And now we see that the tensions is rising and the solidarity actions for Ukrainians has spread over Europe and the rest of the world.
Since last Sunday, volunteers in London have organized donations for Ukraine. They collect various items to be shipped to Ukraine, such as clothes, shoes, medication, and first aid kits. Most of the volunteers don't have a direct connection to Ukraine, though many are from neighboring countries. The White Eagle Club in London have hundreds of volunteers preparing labels for others to stick on their bags once they're full and ready to join a pile of donations. All donations are to be delivered directly to lots of refugee shelters. And these volunteers are working donations quickly to make sure lorries can leave as soon as possible, as this humanitarian aid is a matter of time. So all the lorries which used to go back to the continent empty are now transporting donations.
From pharmacy to pharmacy in Lviv, buying whatever they had in stock, coordinating, phoning around, seeing where they have things in stock. So it's a very small scale, but it was received with such gratitude because this multi-million aid has not reached them yet.
We have hundreds of volunteers asking if they could help. As you can see, there's about 50 of them this morning, and they keep on coming. Everyone is willing to help. It's amazing.
A humanitarian airlift organized by the UN Refugee Agency at Chisinau International Airport in Moldova on Wednesday to support Ukrainians fleeing the Russian invasion.
And the aid comes from UNHCR's Dubai-based global stockpile and consists of approximately 8,000 thermal blankets for refugees escaping Ukraine cross-border to Moldova. The UN Refugee Agency said early Thursday at least 1 million people have fled to Ukraine in 7 days since Russia's invasion.
Man, tolong benerin rambutmu kata Karta.
Plane just landed, bringing thermal blankets. We hope that this will give some relief for people. People are still exposed to the elements, which, as you can imagine, in these weather conditions are horrific. People trying to enter from the Ukraine, but we have also people who have to sleep in tents because accommodation facilities are limited, although there's tremendous